take off my glasses. Oh, naturally. Okay, here we go. So, yes! Now watch when my mouth actually moves. That's not me making that noise, it's the mask! Here, listen. Wow. This is the best birthday present ever to myself. Wow. Oh my goodness. Y'all have an incredible day. It's the simple joys. So with this new platform, can I just tell you, my mind has been rattled with how do we reach the people that have never opened a Bible? But you know what? I would tell you this. Most Christians, can we just be real for a second? Most Christians that are even my friends, if they would have had a moment like this happen to them, they would have ran through the door thinking they only had one opportunity and one quick moment, and would have been hasty in the way that they shared the love of God. And I knew the Holy Spirit was telling me do something different. You've been casting your net on this side, fishing on this side, this way, for fishers of men for so long, but Jesus is going to come on the shore and say, cast on the other side. I'm doing something new here. I didn't feel this worry of running into media outlets and interviews and trying to say Jesus, 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 because it was my only one opportunity. I knew he'd opened a door where there hadn't been an open door. And all I had to do was step back and let him lead me. And in conversations that are way too important to just salt and pepper his name because it makes me look better. Am I hurting toes right now? Because I feel it. How often do we do that? How often do we feel this tension of, I've got to say Jesus right now because it's going to, that's my only shot with this person. Our God is so gracious. It is the Holy Spirit that draws men into himself. And his name is far worth more than us just sprinkling it and letting it fall to the ground. So with that, I became the weirdest Christian that media has ever seen. I would have these interviews, and I remember there was an interview that I did where this young millennial, he was so cute and hipster, he was trying to get out of me the Christian answer. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? You know, where it's like, I want you to go there. And I couldn't tell if it was he wanted to be sarcastic and belittle my faith, or if he was genuinely curious. So there was a lot of praying in my mind while that happened. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? So I'm just sitting there, and while he's asking questions, I'm just like, okay, God, you got to give me the answer for this one. And finally, I just said, hey, you're asking a lot of faith kind of questions. Do you want to see if I'm a believer in Jesus? He goes, well, I think that's what, when I've looked at your Facebook, that's what it kind of looks like, is that you're a Christian. And how do you feel about issue X, Y, and Z? And can I just tell you that I just looked at him and said, I absolutely, wholeheartedly am unashamed of Jesus Christ. I love him so much. But when you love somebody, everything about them leaks out of you. When I love my husband, I talk about him, right? If I love my kids, I post pictures about them and I talk about them. There is never in me a compulsion to feel like I have to match somebody else's love for my family. I love him because I love him, and it should be the same way with our God. We love him because he first loved us, and we get it. And then we leak that out wherever we go in authenticity.
Every day I'm living like I'm living my life. But we in the building got me feeling like that. Keep me moving forward.